people have a hard time separating themselves from their thoughts and emotions because, like I said, they're our thoughts and emotions, but we don't realize that we are not our thoughts and emotions. Today, I want to talk about why we shouldn't be taking our negative thoughts and emotions at face value. We are the observer and the interpreter of the thoughts and emotions that come to us. Usually, our thoughts and emotions come to us due to the vibration that we hold that is based off the stories that we tell ourselves. We are always making our thoughts and emotions mean something. We can either find the silver lining in a situation, or we can feed our drama, victimhood, or whatever. Sometimes believing negative thoughts make us feel good. Let's be real. Some of us are addicted to drama, and it is what it is. But breaking free of negative thoughts and emotions is a vicious cycle because our bodies are built for us to have an experience, for them to give us an experience. Say that we have a thought based on something that we've seen in our environment. We tell ourselves a story about it, which is our thought. And so then our bodies are designed to give us the experience of what we believe. So it's releasing the chemicals to make you feel in alignment with what it is that you're thinking, and vice versa. So you can also feel a way and then start thinking along that line. It's a vicious cycle to break free from when you're not aware of what's happening. Negative thoughts and emotions are basically just us being shown where we are out of alignment with the stories that we're telling ourselves. It's normal for our primitive brain to want to protect us and keep us safe, but with our higher brains, we can observe those thoughts and take them into consideration without actually having to believe them and be consumed by the possible negative situations we could experience. And in order to do that, to use our higher minds to negate what our primitive mind puts into our consciousness, which 9 times out of 10 probably ain't gonna happen, we have to start having faith and trust in our own creative power to replace those negative thoughts with ones that consist of things that we actually do want to experience. When I feel myself being consumed by negativity, I have to reaffirm to myself that the thing that I'm thinking about, worrying over, mulling over, is not the reality right now. That is more than likely not going to be the reality, and that I want the opposite of that instead. And at first, it doesn't feel like the truth. It doesn't feel like something that I can believe. But the more that I repeat it to myself, what you have to keep doing over and over again until you feel the intense emotion loosen its grip on you, you have to keep affirming to yourself what it is that you want to experience instead, because we are manifestors. We're manifesting all the time, and to do it consciously takes some effort, but we're able to. I used to wonder, how do I know the difference between if I'm just worrying about something or if it's my intuition trying to alert me to something? Usually my intuition, when I'm really paying attention to it, is more like a knowing that I receive. It feels more like an inner wisdom, an inner knowing, more so than something that I feel like I need to be worried about. Worry is more nagging, and it feels like it's steeped in fear. Worry does. But intuition is more sure, more confident, more direct. It's either this or it's this. It's not something that wavers back and forth, that I'm unsure of, that I'm questioning, or nothing like that. It's something that I know. It doesn't feel fearful. Negative thoughts and emotions can consume a person, can consume me, and people like me who typically overthink situations, and people are conditioned to think about things negatively because we hear about other people's negative situations, watch TV. We're just always inundated with the onslaught of negativity a lot of the times. And of course, that depends on what you're allowing yourself to be exposed to, which is another very important thing to be aware of. If you want to stop being a negative person, you're going to have to stop consuming negativity and protecting yourself, putting up boundaries, shielding yourself from all that wants to be imposed upon your psyche. This might be the music you listen to, the stories you hear, the movies you watch, the people you're around. And not saying we should turn a blind eye to people who are suffering, but taking other people's experiences on and believing that that has to be true for us, or it might end up being true for us as well, is another way that I often get caught up in negativity. Because this happened to so and so, it might happen to me. My own experience is not that. Typically, things work out for me. Typically, things are in my favor. And so, to still worry about things happening, and I don't have proof of that being my case, is a slap in the face to the universe. Let me know in the comments, how do you typically deal with negative thinking? How do you stop yourself from spiraling or dig yourself out of the hole when you're already there? Thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.